beginning, dimensional analysis is a way to convert from one unit of measure. All right, so now we're going to use this, and we're actually going to practice. So in the first problem, you can fill in 67 on your notes. It says, how many seconds are there in 67 minutes? So we're going to start by writing the given quantity and include your units in these problems. On some problems, I say wait till the end. It's okay to wait till the end to write down the units, but on these, we want to keep the units throughout. It's going to really help us. So I'm going to start by writing 67 minutes. Now, I have 67 minutes over 1, just because we are going to deal with fractions. Sometimes it's easier to have a fraction there so you can see what you're doing. Okay, so that's our given quantity, 67 minutes. Now, we're looking to convert this into seconds. So what we need to do is find a conversion factor, and we've got this nice little table, that converts minutes into seconds. All right, so we'll go up to time, and let's see, we've got, minutes and seconds right here. 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay, so what we can do is we're going to multiply by a fraction with minutes and seconds. So that's what's going on here. There's a fraction under here. Now, we've got minutes on the top of our first fraction, so we want minutes on the bottom of our second, so then they cancel out, just like in the last example. So what we're going to do is put minutes from this conversion factor up here, minutes on the bottom, and seconds on the top. And I usually start with the units themselves. So here's minutes and seconds. Then I can just fill in with whatever numbers go along with. Okay, so if we look up here, 60 seconds, that's going to be on the top. And 1 minute is the equivalent, so that'll be with minutes on the bottom. Now what we need to do is, first, my favorite part, cancel out. We've got minutes up here on the top, minutes down here on the bottom. Get ready. They cross out. Minutes, minutes, gone. So then what we're going to be left with, oops, sorry about that. What we're going to be left with are seconds. Well, that's what we wanted. Okay, so we've got seconds. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen. And so we're looking at 67. We're going to multiply across the top, 67 times 60, and then we'll have seconds. On the bottom, we just have 1 and 1, so we don't have to worry about it. So we're just going to say 67 times 60. Go ahead and calculate. And hopefully you got 4,020. Okay, so 67 minutes is the same thing as 4,020 seconds. Okay. So now we'll do another similar problem. This time, we're looking for the number of years in 867 days. Okay, so just like the last one, start by writing the given quantity, 867 days. Again, I stuck it over 1, so then I have a fraction. Next, we're going to multiply by a fraction to convert days, hopefully, directly into years. So we'll go up to our little table up here. We've got years and days right here. And it's really nice if we have one fraction that already has all of this, because then we don't have to do 2 steps. But we'll take care of that later. All right, so we've got days on top here, so we want days on the bottom of our next fraction. Okay, so we'll put years on top, days on the bottom. Then according to this, 1 goes with year, 365 goes with days. Okay, we're going to ignore leap year. That's when we have an extra day in a year. Okay, so this one, instead of multiplying across, which we will do, but 867 times 1 is just 867, what we're doing is we're dividing. 867 divided by 365. Okay, so that's the calculation you'll do with your calculator. We get to cross off days and days cancel. And we're going to end up with years. That's exactly what we wanted. So we're going to divide 867 divided by 365. Go ahead and punch that into your calculator. And in general, when you're rounding, round to the nearest hundredths unless it's specified otherwise. Okay, so when you divide 867 by 365, you should get 2.38. And again, we're left with years. So we can see that there are a little over 2 years in 867 days. Okay, now we're looking to convert 5 gallons into ounces. So what do we start by doing? We start by writing the given quantity and include your units. So we're starting with 5 gallons. So that's what I'm going to start by writing. 5 gallons over 1. Now we are looking to convert this into ounces. And we're going from gallons. So let's go up here and see what we can come up with. So we've got ounces here, but quarts. We've got gallons here, oh, but quarts. And gallons here, so I don't see anything that goes directly from gallons to ounces. But we can use a combination. We can convert into quarts first, and then into gallons. That works out. Okay, so what we're going to have to do, since we're starting with gallons, is use this green one. 1 gallon and 4 quarts. Okay, so we've got gallons on the top here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put gallons on the bottom of our next fraction. Now what our conversion is gallons to quarts. So we're going to do quarts over gallons. Then 1 goes with the gallon and 4 goes with the quarts. So 4 here, 1 here. All right, let's do our cross off. You can wait till the end, or you can do it now. And you can see, all right, now, once we've done our multiplication, and I'm going to wait on that until the very end, now we've got quarts. Now we need to still go from quarts into ounces. We're not quite done yet. So we'll go up to our conversion. Here we've got quarts to ounces. So we've got quarts on the top of our fraction. We want quarts on the bottom so that they cancel out. So we'll put ounces on the top. All right, so we've got 32 to go with the ounces. And we've got 1 to go with the quarts. Okay, do the fun cross off again. Quarts and quarts. Awesome. Now we're left with ounces. Always double check that you have the right units when you're done. That's what we wanted, right? We're looking for ounces. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to multiply or divide, or sometimes a combination. Here, across the top, we've got 5 times 4 times 32. On the bottom, just 1 times 1 times 1. So we're not going to divide at all. We're just going to multiply. 5 times 4 times 32. Go ahead and use your calculator for that. Pause if you need to. But whatever number you get, you're going to write that many ounces. Okay, so we can see that 5 gallons of water is the same as 650 ounces of water. Okay, last one. All right, now we're looking to go from 2 miles into yards. So just like the other problem, start by writing the given quantity. Include your units. So we're going to start with 2 miles over 1, so we can have a fraction. Now let's take a look and see what kind of conversion we have to go from miles into yards. Okay, so we're looking at length here. All right, so let's see, we've got kilometers, meters, centimeters, miles. Hey, there we go, there's 1. Miles to feet. Okay, and then we've got yards and feet. Oh, hey, okay, so we can go from miles to feet, and then from feet to yards. Okay, so that's what we're going to do first. Very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go from, here's our miles, we're going to convert that into numbers of feet. So miles is on top, we're going to put miles on the bottom, and feet on top. Remember, you always want to be able to cancel out what you're starting with, and that's how you know where to place things. Okay, so miles is on the bottom, that's a 1. Feet is on the top, and according to this, there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So there we go. Okay, super fun cross out. Miles, miles. All right. Next, now we've got feet, we still need yards. Okay, so now we're going to look up here. We've got 3 feet in 1 yard. Feet's on top, we're going to put feet on the bottom, yards on top. All right, we've got 3 feet in 1 yard. So 3 goes with feet and 1 goes with yard. All right, we get to cross out again. Feet and feet. Awesome. And we are left with yards. And we'll double check. Yep, that's what we wanted. So we're good to go. So now we need to do our calculation. So in your calculator, you're going to multiply 2 times 5,280. You don't have to bother multiplying by 1. Then 3 here is on the bottom. So after you multiply, then hit divided by 3. Okay, so go ahead and calculate. All right, so 2 times 5,280 divided by 3 gives us 3,520. And then again, we've got yards. So 2 miles is the same as 3,520 yards. All right, so now go ahead and practice using the assignment to help you practice converting units of measure with dimensional analysis.